What's the name, girl? How I pronounce it?
Bruniche.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Yeah, we about to get started. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's get it.
I'm proud of you. You know that. I hope you do.
I guess she went past stage and saying like, where are you going? You're home now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. About to get started. Everybody hit the like button. About to get started. Let's see what Rumble looking like, and then I'm gonna press the play button. Shout out to Kendra putting the copyright.
Who's
I mean, you putting copyright right there doesn't change. What is it called? Fair use, if I'm not mistaken. But what do I know? I'm not a copyright lawyer. Let's see what Rumble looking like. Not really nothing cracking on Rumble. So look, I'm gonna take a leak and then we're gonna press play. I'll be right back.
So, do you want to be a guest?
I can, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, I'm at
Did we?
work.
Oh, you was on a YouTube show,
Yeah. No, Facebook.
Facebook show. Okay.
Okay, from the comment section, they're saying she was on 3 times. But we ain't even gonna acknowledge that if she was. Let's just say it's her second time. And let's think about how pathetic that is in itself, let alone if this is her third time. I mean, to have to come on here one time is fucking sad enough. But then that don't work out and you come back. What up, Lauren? Thanks for popping in and saying what's up. I mean, what do you think is gonna happen this time that didn't happen the first time? Just never mind. Let's just continue. Now, keep in mind, she has her name tag showing. These women are willing to lose their job to come on Kendra G YouTube Ghetto Dating Show. Think about that for a minute. But they claim to be so happy single, but they willing to lose their livelihood to come try to find a man on YouTube. Let's just get back into it. What would I do if I saw my What would I do if I saw my mom on the Kendra G show? I mean, there's really nothing you can do other than be embarrassed and hope nobody bring it up to you.
Facebook show. Okay. So now, do you want to keep your video in the app, or do you also want to be on social media?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, it's up to you. I need a yes or a no.
Yes, it
Okay.
can be.
Okay. So, okay, what's your update, honey?
Nothing. I haven't really found anybody. I've only been on 2 dates, and it wasn't really good.
But that's okay. At least you're dating. Listen, this is why I have a dating app. Women date. Date, date, date. Actually, Michelle Obama, and I'm going to post it for y'all to see it. Michelle Obama said, date as much as possible and keep it moving when you see a red flag.
The thing that I did do was date a lot, right? And so when Barack showed up, I had experiences to compare him against. Like I knew a lot of them. I didn't like this, I didn't like that. So
And now you're going on a tour to embarrass him, belittle him, and emasculate him. So you didn't turn out to be any type of prize, Michelle. You dated. Okay. So we know you didn't lose your well, I don't know when they met. So it probably wouldn't have been a safe assumption to think that Michelle lost her virginity to Barack. But talking, even making reference to the guys you dated before you dated the first black president, like why even? What's the point of all this? So she damn near admitting I got ran through first to see what I like and what I don't like, and then I picked Barack. Let's just
him against. Like I knew a lot of them. I didn't like this, I didn't like that. So my whole thing is date a lot. And you know, if you run into a bad date or have a bad experience, move on quickly. You know, don't stay around. It's like if it's not working, next.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the strategy that women been using for a few decades now, and it hasn't worked out for them very well. It hasn't. This is, I mean, this is terrible advice for a 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old. But when we talking about women dating over 35, yeah, fuck it, go on dates. It's over anyway, so what does it matter? Yeah, date, 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 date. Yeah. Fuck else you? What else you gonna do? But just keep date, 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 dating. That's what you bitches been doing for 20 years. Date, 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 dating. Still no man. So I don't think the next 100 dates are gonna bring anything different. You're not gonna because here's the thing: having a bunch of different guys to compare the man you eventually end up with to isn't a positive. Because you're gonna want Ron's money, Rick's dick, Jeremy's Jeremy's emotional intelligence, Jack's spontaneity, and no one man is ever gonna be able to be that. All that wrapped in one. This is sickening. But yeah, if you over, 30, 35, 40, fuck it. Yeah, you ain't doing nothing else. Might as well keep going on dates. You ain't got nothing to lose. You're already irreversibly damaged. So I guess depending on the age group that will be taking this advice, I may agree. For young girls, I would say you need to be dating for marriage even in high school.
It's like, if it's not working, next.
You heard Michelle Obama. You keep dating until you find your person, but start.
There is no person until you find your person on this fairy tale shit. The fairy tale is over after 30, ladies. It's time to settle. And not only is it time to settle, it's time to settle and kiss some ass for life. But I know they're not gonna do that. So I wouldn't tell a woman to settle because she's not gonna be a good woman to that good man that she thinks she's settling for. The only way I would advise a woman to settle is if she genuinely feel like she could settle and go above and beyond for that man to make his life better for the rest of your days. And if you don't feel like you could do that, just stay single. Find happiness single. But there is no person. You find a decent human being and you put in the work to make it work with that person for the next 50 years. There's no special person. Find a motherfucker you get along with and can joke with through the hard times and then work everything else out. This fucking Disney shit.
Keep dating until you find your person, but start with the Kendra G Singles dating app now. Date. So 2 dates, that's good. Did you meet them, Amir?
Huh?
Where did you meet them?
On the app. I met both of them on the app. So one was a minister. We went out. It was good, but I think we just didn't really vibe, and the other one was really just not my type in person.
I'm gonna break that down. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's hear it one more time. Let's play that back one more time.
But I think both of them on the app.
Kendra G Singles dating app now. Date. So 2 dates, that's good. Did you meet them, Amir?
Huh?
Where did you meet them?
On the app. I met both of them on the app. So one was a minister. We went out. It was good, but I think we just didn't really vibe, and the other one was really just not my type in person.
Okay. I'm gonna try to give the dumb bitchinese translation. The first guy was a minister, but they just didn't vibe. Guess why they just didn't vibe? Because he was actually God fearing. And when a man actually God fearing, there's rules, regulations, structure, and discipline. You can't just be doing what you want, when you want, how you want. So I don't know if she knew he was a minister before they went on a date, but if she knew that, she should already know kind of what come with that, and they shouldn't even have went on a date. But she don't got nothing to lose because it was a free date. She got a free meal out of it, you know. But that's why they didn't vibe. She didn't want that discipline and structure on her life. Now, the second one really wasn't her type in person. So looks, she dismissed the second one for looks. This woman's no supermodel. Like, I get it. People want to be attracted. Look, it's time to settle. Like I said, babe, you're not getting anything above average. These women don't have any room to be picky. I'm not saying they got to just be with anybody that want to be with them. But this is the age where they need to go on 5 dates and just pick one of the 5. I'll say that. So she went on 2. So she need to pick a mate out of these next 3 dates. She don't have the luxury to be more picky than that.
Really just not my type in person.
Okay, that's fine. But you went out and date, and that's the whole point, is to get out and date. So, Captain, I don't remember everything, but I do remember your face.
And over 30 is just dumb. I see it just as so stupid now that I know what I know. It's just so pathetic for a woman over 35 to still be dating. That's cringe in itself. Whatever, let's continue.
So, Captain, I don't remember everything, but I do remember your face. So let's take it from the top. How old are you?
41.
41. Oh, they said take your ID off.
Oh.
Are you fucking serious, ho? like, look, like his.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
I mean, and let's think about it like this. She said he wasn't her type when she met him in person. So apparently he looked different in person than he did on his social media pics. And that could happen. But see, these older ran through women with kids, basically these older washed up women, they just need to get it through their head. You're just not getting anything above average in looks, in how much you make a year, personality, nothing above average. So by the time you get to the point in your dating timeline as a woman, where the only thing you qualify for is motherfuckers who average at best across the board, and you ain't willing to submit to something like that, just hang it up. Kendra is 40. Kendra is 46 now, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Okay.
At work.
And where you calling me from again?
At work, Cleveland, Ohio.
Say it again. Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
Do you have any kids?
I do. I have 2 grown children and 1 17-year-old.
2 grown, a 17. So how many are your kids' ages?
22, 18, 17.
Okay.
So not only look, Not only is she desperate for being on his show 2 or 3 times, she's super desperate for calling in at work. Think about that. Willing to lose how she feeds herself to come on this show numerous times. See, they lack common sense. Like who's gonna come on this show at work and risk oh.
Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense.
I'm getting kind of desperate. What the fuck do I do?
I'm not desperate. I mean, I have plenty of people in my inbox. However, they are not the ones that are marriage material to me.
Okay. All by the same man?
Two, and I have two baby fathers.
Okay. You ever been married?
No, was engaged to one of them.
Okay. And what do you do again?
I'm a nurse at a psych ward. Yeah.
Okay. So we got Catherine, 41, Cleveland, Ohio, mom to 2 kids. No, 3 kids, by 2 men, never married, is a nurse.
I got a question. I got a question, y'all. I got a question. Do these women think their personality is just so awesome to negate all the downsides? The fact that she work all the time, probably. The fact that she got multiple kids by multiple baby daddies. The fact that she desperate on a YouTube dating show. The fact that she's no supermodel. Like, do they think their personality and just bare minimum companionship can offset all of those negatives? Men don't even like woes like that. Like, you see them like I don't know. Like, far as just sitting and talking with them, men don't really like woes like that. Men go after woes for other things, not to just sit there and enjoy your company for 2 hours, just sitting talking with them. It's like, and peep her at name at the bottom. Oh no, actually, this is her app name. All about me. So you still think? First of all, grow the fuck up.
And when she's a bitch, you let her know you've been a bitch. And if she get mad, look at the bitch being mad.
Your name is all about me. At 41 years old with 3 kids, you about to have 3 adults, and you talking about it's all about me.
She's acting like a goofy ass child. That's just the truth. She's acting like a goofy ass child.
Let's really break that down. Like, I was just looking at it from the standpoint of a relationship, but how is it all about you? I mean, I get it. Your kids are older, but still, a good mother wouldn't even post nothing like that. Just never mind. Good night, Lauren.
Is a nurse. Now, she's been here before. This is her first time on the app, and she already
Yeah.
had 2 days. So let's see if we could do it again. All right, Catherine. What kind of man you looking for?
Somebody that is stable in their career, somebody that wants to be married,
You just don't get it, do you? You don't.
I hate to keep stopping it, but what y'all my diehards watching anyway. We don't get no new watchers in. You know, I gotta think about how to maybe get some new followers just from the live stream. Maybe I should switch up the thumbnails, switch up the titles a little bit. I don't know. Everybody hit the like button. If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm trying to meet a $15 live stream goal through PayPal, Cash App, or Streamlabs, and a $25 goal if we're including super chat and super stickers. If that makes sense. So $15 if it gets sent through Cash App or PayPal, but $25 is the goal to stay on 2 hours if we count super chat and super sticker. Nothing has been met. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Yeah. But okay, she says she want a man with a stable career and who, what did she say, is looking to get married. Get married to a 41-year-old mother of 3 by 2 for what? For what? You already gave 2 men the highest honor you can give a man. And those guys didn't have to marry you. And now that I can't get any kids from you, and I'm getting this ran through box and all this damage and baggage that come with all the relationships in your past, I'm the one that got to step up to the plate and read some vows, walk down aisles and read vows in front of God. It don't make sense whatsoever. There is no reason and no incentive for a man to marry you. I mean, even the women who say no sex before marriage, at least they smart enough to dangle something over the guy's head to try to get him to marry her. You're not even dangling nothing over his head. He's gonna be able to get the box. Like, there's no reason. There's absolutely no incentive for a man to marry you. It's not to get your sex. It's not to build a legacy with kids. Marry you to get the worst of you, because it's all downhill from here. It's been all downhill since 24, probably, with you. This train wreck of a life. Yeah, I'm gonna drop more shorts, X. I'm definitely gonna drop more shorts. I got that. That's coming down the pike or the pipe or whatever the fuck. I already got some shorts loaded up to start dropping next week. Yeah, the shorts will be dropping next week. I mean, they're gonna be shorts from the full videos. I mean, but I guess y'all already know that. But we'll see. I'm just trying to see why would a man marry her. Even a man that really like her and like even if he's really into her and he feeling the relationship, I don't understand what the benefit would be for him. Because at this point, she just want to check that box off of her life. She just want to legitimize her bullshit life, her 40 years of bullshit, by getting a simp to marry her.
Once a woman hits 30, she cannot love you. Okay. And the marriage is not because she loves you. Okay. That marriage is for her to show to other people that she could fix her past, that she messed up.
I love that meme. We're gonna be playing that meme a lot. What up, T Orlando? What up, T Orlando? Yeah, okay. So pay attention to what AD just said. She said after 30, she can never love you. And we're gonna come back to that based on some shit she gonna say here.
Be married. Somebody that knows God and has a great relationship with their family.
Okay. Should he? What are your deal breakers?
Smoking cigarettes. Um, a lot of kids, like 5+ kids. I don't want to deal with a whole bunch of kids and babies.
Okay, so he can have 4 kids?
He can have 4 kids, you know, just not really young. I don't want really young kids because my kids are pretty much grown. I'm on the next stage in my life. So that and just not being kind and genuine.
Okay.
Let's take a peek at something real quick. What? Oh yeah, we might have to look at this. It look like wild work. But hold on. Let's see. Let's just peep this real quick. What up, Craig? See, and these women, they don't think they're asking for a lot. Because let's break that down. She said she's looking for a man with a stable career. That doesn't sound like anything nuts so far. She's looking for a man with a stable career, who's marriage minded, who got a good relationship with her family and knows God, who got a good relationship with his family and knows God. That don't sound crazy, do it? Like to the average person, if a woman said those are my standards, I can see how they can say, "Well, that don't sound like nothing too nuts." But here's why it's nuts: because you're 41, and not only that, that actually is an elite man. It might not sound like one, but I'm going to show you that statistically speaking, that's an elite man. So she's 41. So we just gonna say 41 to 60. Or we'll just say we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. 38 to 61. We'll give her 38 to 60. Not married. She wanna date black, let's be real. But I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Any race. Height, I'm just gonna give her benefit of the doubt. Say 5'9", average male height. Does she want him obese? I'll give her the benefit of the doubt on that. She said she wanted him to have a career. If you got a career, you probably at least making 50K. So these is like really seem super realistic standards. It's only 8% of men. It's only 8% of men. Is this woman a top 8% woman? Fuck no. That's why it's ridiculous. And he still gotta like her. So at the bare minimum, let's cut that in half. Bare minimum, cut that in half. 4%. And then she got to be attracted. She said she went on a date and he didn't look as good as he did on the app in person. So plus he got to be attractive, and that they don't have a a metric for that on here that I can account for that. So we got to cut that 4% at least in half. So 2% of men. Don't sound so realistic anymore, does it?
Just not being kind and genuine.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I'm over the looks, girl. Even though I like a dark skinned man, I just want somebody that is genuine. The looks is, I'm done with that part.
Okay. All right. Should he make a certain amount of money?
She done with that. She already done played the looks game from 15 to 40. She done with that phase in her life. So you gonna be looking at the man that don't look as good as all the other guys you dated. Like, why am I with this ugly motherfucker? See, once they tasted better, they will never respect lesser. Remember that. I coined that here on Modern Dating Cure. Once she tasted better, she can never respect lesser. So she can say all this so-called down to earth shit she wants, even though we just broke down how it's still only 2% of men, even with her having quote unquote down to earth standards. So in these train wreck women mind, they're doing the top 2% guy a favor. Say that again. These women are bottom 2%ers, and they think they're doing the top 2% of men a favor by, settling for them. Let that simmer in your brain. So, but let's be clear. If she ever dated a man that make 100K, she will never respect a man that makes 60K. If she ever dated a man that made her bust 3 times during sex, she will never respect a man who only make her bust 1 time during sex. See what I'm saying? Just can't make this shit up, man. Imagine being the guy that end up with her, and she talking about, "Oh, I'm over looks now." You know she just gonna be staring at you while you sleep like, "This ugly motherfucker. I had to settle for this ugly motherfucker."
She has just destroyed damaged goods, and there is nothing a man can do. She could do one of two things: one, die alone, or two, she can marry a man and resent him for the rest of her life that she has stuck with him. Those are the only two ways out.
All right, should he make a certain amount of money?
At least 70K. I mean, I can work with you. But yeah.
Oh damn, it just got worse. Damn. I forgot she said 70K. This shit really ain't happening now. Oh wow. So whatever number we get now, we gotta divide it by 4, because that's how we had to break this 8% down. Susan. Hey Susan. I'm always happy to see what looks like a newcomer. So if you don't mind, Susan, yeah, she's gonna work with 70K as a bottom 2% woman. Look, Susan, if you don't mind, can you tell me your age, your relationship status, and how long you've been watching the content? Please, if you don't mind, Susan, or not, but I'm just respectfully asking with care and love. Susan, can you tell me your age, your relationship status, and how long you've been watching my content? Now let's do this quick math and then divide it by 4. All right. 38 to 60, exclude married, any race, we giving her the benefit of the doubt, average height, we not excluding obese, so he could be obese, and he has to make 70K. That just changed everything. Well, actually, it didn't change that much. I was expecting it for it to change more drastically. So what's 4.8% divided by 4? So that would be one top. So 3.6. So what? 1.2. So yeah. So now we down to a 1.2% man. Oh, shout out to Susan. Susan has been married for 40 years. 4 decades with 4 kids. This is a woman who won in life. This is the ultimate W for a woman, and women these days just don't get it. They talking about, I got 4 degrees, I got 4 businesses. You know what I mean? I got 40 Louis. No, that's not a win for a woman. A win is married 40 years with 4 sons. You know what I mean? It's the ultimate win. That's the ultimate W as a woman. This is a woman who succeeded at life. This is what the win looks like, Lady Susan. So glad to have you, Susan. Here's the thing about women that listen to my content. We've lost so many. We've lost so many. I haven't even seen Jen in a minute. I mean, Sheila still stop by from time to time, but I haven't seen Jen in a minute. And here's the thing: you can't blame women for falling off because my show is harsh. And I mean, I can see as a woman, you just don't want to hear this shit. You know, hear some guy quote unquote bashing women all the time. It get old. And then I say the same shit every episode. So I can't really be mad for anybody for dropping off. But so far, if I'm not mistaken, the most loyal woman on the Modern Dating Cure streams is, y'all already know. Y'all already know the most loyal woman. And she's on her way to being the queen of the stream. And James still hold the title for ultimate king of the stream. But yeah, let's get back into it. She gonna work with a motherfucker that makes 70K. Facts, Susan, facts.
But yeah.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam. They want to know how tall are you?
I am
You look
5'6".
Good girl. She look average. I mean, she not fat. But I mean, unfortunately in America, that is a flex. Unfortunately, it shouldn't be. Just not being fat does put you in a top percentage woman. Let's see what percentage of woman she is. Well, we can't really see based on this calculator, but just on some surface level things, let's see what percentage of woman she is. What is the other one? Male delusion calculator. Let's see. He's 41. 41. We'll go 41 to 42. Okay, so quick question, Susan. We'll do 41 to 43. She's not. Oh, well, no. Wait, exclude married. Yeah, exclude married. Don't exclude mothers. She's black. What did I ask Susan? Oh, so Susan, is this like your very first time ever hearing my voice ever in your life? Like when you say newcomer, like is this the first time, second time ever hearing my voice? But okay, let's see. She's what did she say? She's 5. Let's see what she said she was.
How tall are you?
I am
You look
5'6".
5'6". 6. Exclude overweight, exclude obese, because she's not obese. She's a psychiatric. She probably make. I'm just gonna say 40K. Fuck it. She make about 40K at least 40K. Mm. Hey, she's a top 0.05% woman, as far as the shit you can quantify. As far as her not being fat, she make 40K. She black. So goodness. Maybe she can get that 1.2% of y'all. I kid.
5'6".
You look good, girl.
Thank you.
Okay. So we got Catherine, 41, Cleveland, Ohio. When was your last relationship?
A year ago.
A year ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. Ooh, child. Excuse me. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I don't want to answer. Y'all
Okay.
answer my business.
3.
SWAT video catches a murder suspect on camera after he jumps out of a second-story window and makes a break from law enforcement.
Yeah. Yeah. So her last relationship was a year ago. And y'all know what I'm about to say. At 39, 40 years old, you should be healed enough and your picker should be fixed by that point to where whatever relationship you get into at 39, 40, that should be your last relationship. That like if you still getting into failed relationships at 39, 40, just hang it up. You should be healed. You should have got your therapy. Your picker should be right at that point. Just fuck it at that point. Your vetting skills should be up by 40. So yeah, if you still getting into failed 6 months relationships after 40, that's your sign from God to let it go. And then she said, okay, her last relationship was a year ago, but she didn't want to say when her last hookup was. AKA that means it was sooner than a year ago because it's already assumed that she had sex with her last relationship. So she wouldn't be telling her business really by saying a year ago. Yeah. So she's still getting pounded out. But why won't those guys make you their girl? We know why, because you're 40 plus with 3 kids by 2 men, and you got to come on YouTube dating shows. That's why. And why make you their girlfriend when they can get the milk for free? Why buy the cow when they can get the milk for free?
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Oh, doing better with my own money. Not being too judgmental. Staying out of my head when it comes to people, and not giving up too soon. I think I got to work on those things.
Not giving up too soon. Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Look, he wouldn't. I ain't even gonna play that game. I ain't even gonna play that game. Hold on. So yeah, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. If not, we about to get off in about 10 minutes. I'm trying to find something to play for a second while I go upstairs. Let's see. Fuck it. I'll be right back.
Why do American men travel overseas to find a wife, but men from overseas don't travel to America to find a wife?
Woo! Great question, baby.
Because women know their worth over here, more exposed to resources.
Women are in tune to their body. They're not in tune with running a household. They're in tune to social media. They're not in tune with the needs of their significant other or their kids. That, you know, I'm just going to be honest.
I feel like I can smell her breath.
Women really is like men. It's all about me. And I don't know if it comes from
bullshit,
the up experience that they've had.
Brainwashing.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, wait. Let me just. Wait. Okay. Wait. Can I just finish one more thing? Okay.
Every so often on this channel, we highlight the men that say, I'm done with the West. I'm out of here. They pack up, cross the borders, and build a separate life overseas. Now, we refer to these men as passport bros, but that term, that brand of a passport bro, if you ask an average person on the street, what does that mean? If they are familiar with it, you're going to get a bevy of different interpretations. But the fact is that some become passport bros while single to have fun, but there's others that become passport bros because they are looking for a significant other abroad to build a family with, under the common understanding that those women respect traditional values, traditional masculinity, more than the women in the West. Which is why I find it so interesting to not only understand the mindset of these women that are in other places, but then also understand the mindset of the women in Western modernity that don't want these men to venture off to other places. Shout out to It's Complicated. He did a Passport Bros interview on the streets of Vegas. Let's watch.
What do you think of women in other cultures and how they treat their men?
Well, I think it's different. For example, where I come from in Europe, it's more like old school than the modern way of dating.
I think women in other cultures, I just think that they are a little bit more submissive than the women in America.
Do you think they treat their men better because they're forced to or because they want to?
I think because they're forced to. They get abused, and like they can't even wear their real hair. They have to cover their hairs up and stuff like that.
Do you think those women are ignorant slaves or do you think they're happy?
I think a mixture of both.
Hold on, ma'am. Just because a woman is submissive, agreeable, chooses to bring a man peace, doesn't mean that they're being oppressed or that they're being abused. Now, if you want to utilize the Middle East as your example, then so be it. But if you travel a little bit further east than that, you're going to find households of men and women that have clear roles and clear values within those roles and how to contribute their family to a functioning society. Let's continue.
Seems like they're forced to, but because it's a different culture, they kind of want to. The culture is family oriented, so they did want to.
Do you think those women are ignorant slaves or are they happy?
No, I think they're happy, definitely.
What's the difference between Western women philosophy versus Eastern women philosophy?
Western women philosophy is more the feminine side and independence, whereas the Eastern side is more on religious values, I guess.
Western women philosophy is more self-centered, I think. Eastern women, it's kind of family oriented, so they don't just think about themselves, they think about the family, they think about other stuff other than themselves.
The difference is Western women feel like they can do whatever they want. They don't care about what a man says. And Eastern, they feel like they have to do what a man says.
Which country treats their women best?
I would say I don't think anywhere treats their woman best. Let's be real. Not in America, not nowhere, honestly.
Got it. Unbelievable question, because if you believe that you're not treated well here, then give me an example of where you were treated well anywhere. What's that you say? Nowhere on God's green earth are you treated well by and large and en masse. It sounds as if you're so clouded or deluded with your victimhood mentality that you can't see the forest beyond the trees, man. You live in a society that allows you to do literally whatever the hell that you want. You're not even obligated to defend that same country or society. And if something happens, let's say you do something illegal, if you got caught, not only are you less likely to get convicted of that crime than a man, but then also, if convicted, your jail sentence will be less than that of a man, statistically speaking. It gets so easy at a point to just debunk some of these people's thoughts, feelings, and ideologies. But when you really dress it down, you begin to understand the pure and utter entitlement and selfishness that they currently live in. And unless checked, they will continue to talk down on those that have civilized the society enough for them to live such a peaceful and happy existence.
What do you think of American women and how they treat their men?
Horrible.
Can you be more specific?
American women are stupid. And I don't know, they're uncultured and I don't know, rude.
I think American women play with men's feelings, and I think they have really high standards and are very picky.
I think American women, they're very cold, and that's why American men, they prefer Latina women.
I mean, it's tough for me to say, but I'd say from what I've seen, it can be unfair because a lot of them will leave with half of the stuff that the man owns if things go bad, and they're very quick to leave. So, yeah.
What are your thoughts on the passport bros?
I think it's a cool concept.
I think if you want to be with someone and you don't like her 100%, or if you don't find your people in one place, I think it's awesome that you travel overseas to get what you want. Obviously, yeah.
Why do American men travel overseas to find a wife, but men from overseas don't travel to America to find a wife?
Woo! Great question, baby.
Because women know their worth over here, more exposed to resources.
I think women in the US are very empowered money-wise, so they don't need a man to save them.
I think the passport is definitely an advantage. When they have the American passport, they can easily get women over there than vice versa.
The women believe, oh, if he comes all the way to America, he has to be worth something. I mean, comes to a different country, he has to be worth something.
Why don't women from America want to travel overseas to find a husband?
Because they're lazy.
They have everything here. I think
because they don't
it's
want
a first world country, so a lot of guys are like up to their standards in a lot of ways.
I think entitlement as well as laziness, as well as, you know, wanting to just be chosen, right? Wanting your Disney fairy tale of spotting your guy across the aisle, and then you guys meet over a cannoli, and then all of a sudden he gets down on bending. Right, like there's some of that as well. But then there's also, I think the main thing is that you can't go to a lot of these countries because the level of disrespect, the intolerance of men, the downgrading of masculinity is just, they just not with it over there. A woman that would win abroad would be one that has rejected a lot of these ideologies within feminist propaganda in modernity, but then also is highly feminine with a traditional mindset.
If men are more likely to travel to find love, why do women think men are lazy when it comes to relationships?
I feel like that has a lot to do with our culture. Men travel to different countries because the culture is different.
Why do you think that women don't do that as much as men do?
Because women don't need men.
Oh.
The independent woman who doesn't need a man.
Men are way more passionate about finding the hot woman. And American women are too cold and they're too boring. And that's the truth.
Like men coming into the Philippines, for example, they like to get or find like submissive, mostly young wives. I feel like that's what I see a lot on social media.
Or they expect them to be that way.
Yeah.
I mean, women in other countries are better than here. Exactly like your last question. American women are not the best. So, you know, they go out of the country to find a better wife.
Women are in tune to their body. They're not in tune with running a household. They're in tune to social media. They're not in tune with the needs of their significant other or their kids. That, you know, I'm just going to be honest.
I feel like I can smell her breath.
Women really is like men. It's
Yeah.
all about me. And I don't
Come
know
on.
if it comes from
Bullshit.
the up experience that they've had.
It's brainwashing.
It's enough. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, wait. Let me just. Wait. Okay. Wait. Can I just finish one more thing? Okay. And one more thing about that.
Cause she giving the
Why
real.
then, if that's true?
Yo, that's hilarious. The 1 on 11 is like, all right, we done told y'all too much, right? She's being too honest. She's giving away all of the plays in the playbook. All right, that's enough. All right, we have besmirched the sister code enough. Shut up. You're too drunk. You're giving away all the secrets. How else can we live with all the benefits with being a woman in society while also victimizing ourselves within that same goddamn society? How can we? Shut up.
Why do we have the expression, where have all the good men gone, but nobody's asking, where have all the good women gone?
Damn.
Oh, they do.
We're privileged. We're privileged.
From where I'm from.
Okay.
We're the fucking prize. And if
Oh.
women don't know that, we're the prize. A nigga, we're the
Okay.
prize.
Got it. F a ninja. We are the prize, ma'am. In all sincerity, you wouldn't be a prize at a McDonald's children's meal. Perfect example of the mindset of the passport bro shamer. They will continue of speaking about themselves as if they are Lamborghinis and they are Ford Pintos at best, while also shaming you from getting your passport and seeing greener pastures, demonstrating clearly that the barometer of success or being a fine representation of a woman in the dating marketplace today is completely blown to smithereens. Actively speaking about men like we ain't shit while also wanting a man at the same time has got to be some of the most bird brain, dead brain, weirdo shit, clown world shit that we currently allow today. But welcome to the end goal of feminism, as her face should be plastered on the wall of Hall of Feminism fame. And shout out to Margaret Sanger. You won, baby. You did a number to us. And what's crazy is that let's say that a war broke out. Let's say that they needed some protection. What, you gonna run to your homegirl's crib? You gonna find the same type of person that you obviously hate to protect you. Ironic.
If your average man is treated better by women overseas, why do you think men prefer to stay in America and play the game when the odds are so heavily stacked against them?
Probably because of money issues and they don't want to leave their environment.
Essentially, why do you think men spend so much time grooming themselves to please the materialistic women in America?
Ooh. Because looks matter, I guess.
I think a lot of them don't know about how much of success they could have if they left the country. So they kind of just stay with what they know in the country, and that's bad success rate in the country.
Yeah.
When it comes to foreign women, what cultures do you think men prefer and why?
I mean, my first thought, my gut instinct was the typical blonde Russian woman.
Does a woman's behavior play any role in how she's treated by men?
You know what? Honestly, yes. Yes, because you give the same energy that you want, you know?
Does a woman's behavior play any role in how she's treated by men?
Yes, definitely.
So why are people so quick to blame the man when things go wrong in a relationship?
Oh, because it's always a man's fault.
It's not always a man's fault. Women definitely do mess up. I've always been told that it takes two to tango where I'm from. It's never just one-sided. It's both-sided, no matter what.
Okay.
Why do passport bros want traditional women, but when they travel overseas, they target easy women?
Oof, that's a good question.
Maybe because they want to be the alpha man that 2025 is pushing.
I think it's because they're scared of rejection, and easy women, it's probably their first time traveling, so they're going with what's familiar with them.
Now, obviously, there's dudes that go out there and they will pay a nominal fee to get some cheap and easy viscous innards. We all know that this happens. But this is not the majority of them. The ones that are over there for long periods of time, they're attempting to integrate how they can make money. A lot of them have digital jobs that they can perform anywhere. And of the women that they are meeting, they're trying to figure out how to build successful lives with them. Shit, that's actually most of the dudes in the West as well. But because of this new mind state, many of these dudes are making rational decisions.
Get off here, y'all. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Something came up. Catch you on the flip side. Thanks for stopping by. I'm out. Hope to see y'all tomorrow between 7 and 8 p.m. Central Time. I'll be Sensei out. Thanks for stopping by, Susan.